to say thank you to Marty, because those were beautiful words, and those are words that need to be said. So give it up one more time for Marty. And she is responsible for this space that we're in here, along with all the staff, and thank you for hosting this event. And when I look around, I see a lot of people here. I mean, there's no place to stand. And that just shows the power of community. And that's what we have here. This is a community, we're a strong community. And when going gets tough, we come together as a community. So we always need to keep doing this, no matter what. Because this is how we stay strong. And now I'll go into some of my prepared remarks. Be probably a little less emotional. You know, I do want to say something about the two heroes that stopped the attack. We don't know the names of those two people, but they are true heroes. And I think my colleagues and I will be honoring those two heroes when we get into session. And I do want to thank my colleagues who are here as well. I'm not going to name everybody, but there's a lot of them here. And this means a lot to me to have them here. Because sometimes it's only me. And that makes it really hard for me to be taking a lot of this on. But you know, when we think about this event, you know, why do we act surprised that this even happened? Threats against our community are manufactured and spread maliciously, often by prominent politicians, including ones in Colorado, like Lauren Boebert, who has been insulting and spreading tropes against trans people since the day she took office. And I've called her out on it, and I called her out on it again today. And I want her thoughts and prayers. These are dangerous lies, costing us our lives. It increases bullying, suicide, and hate-motivated crimes like the ones we saw tonight, which terrorize our community. The right-wing rhetoric machine is fueling this violence. That LGBT folks are somehow dangerous. You don't see a lot of danger coming from this crowd. You see a lot of love coming from this crowd. This is an evil that must be destroyed. They have the blood of the victims on their hands. There's no other way of saying it. We are not safe. We don't have the privilege of being able to live quiet and peaceful lives. We live in constant fear. We have been telling you this. And when will people finally listen? Why are we surprised that this happened in the one LGBTQ safe space in a city that is home to Focus on the Family and other anti-LGBT organizations that pride themselves in Christian nationalism? That this has happened in a city where religious-based conversion therapy is still advertised. We have seen time and time again that guns have more rights than women do. Guns have more protections than trans people. When can we not acknowledge that the systematic attacks on trans and LGBTQ people is nothing short of genocide? When are we going to take this seriously? My heart is broken for these families. We shouldn't have to live in fear, but we do. And when I'm in a crowd, not this crowd, but when I'm in a crowd out in public, at the steps of the Capitol, I scan the space and I look at all the faces there to make sure that I don't see anyone who is looking to cause trouble. Why should I have to do that? Why should any of us have to do that? I'm a damn good legislator. And my identity doesn't mean anything for how I do the work of the people. Yet social media trolls and direct messages that I get are carefully worded as not to make them direct threats. This kind of intimidation happens all the time to trans and LGBTQ people on a daily basis, trying to force us back into the closet. These are our spaces. These are our safe spaces. Club Q was a safe space where we shouldn't have to worry about the physical violence or death for simply existing, for being who we are. Safe spaces are critical for LGBTQ people to thrive. And those spaces are coming under attack more and more. And we're not going to allow transphobic and homophobic people to take those spaces away from us. It's not lost on me or others in the community that this attack started on just minutes before Trans Day of Remembrance. When someone enters an LGBT space with a gun and the intent to kill as many people as possible, that's a hate crime. And I hope that those who prosecute that person recognize that. There's still a lot of questions we have about the motivations and why the crimes that he had didn't keep him in jail or prevent him from getting guns, and all those questions will be answered eventually. And when those questions are answered, we, my colleagues and myself, will make sure that there's accountability and that we do something to respond to this. Because we never want to see this happen. These events are always really tough for me to come to, and it's always really sad to know how many people. I mean, the only thing that I was coming into tonight was that it wasn't a record number in the U.S. for once in the last 5, 6, I don't know how many years. And I thought, oh, well, that's a relief. And then this attack happened, and that just broke my heart again. But we're here, and we're here together. And you know that I've got your back, and I hope you've got mine, because they're not going to take a target off my back anytime soon. And they'll probably amplify that, which they already have. The libs of TikTok are going after me right now. 4 hours after the attack happened, they targeted me and my colleague Leslie Herod and the Dragutante group, the youth drag group. And they put a mark on us. So they took advantage of this situation to fuel hate, to target people doing good things. But we can't let them win. We won't let them win. And I know all of you are going to do everything that you can to make sure that this is a safe place for Colorado, for trans and LGBT people, and they will not scare us into doing anything but moving forward. Yeah. Thank you.